A disabled person reviews Disabled Media Part 44, Disfigured on Fairy Tales, Disability, and Making Space. Now, this book fully messed with my brain, but in the very best way. It's part memoir, part disability theory-based media analysis, basically talking about how a childhood of growing up on fairy tales that are full of really insidious messages about disability, as well as beauty, which inherently ties into disability, affects how disabled people view themselves as they grow up and how the world views and treats them. I do think a lot of the things mentioned briefly in this book could really be further expanded upon and analyzed, but this is also a book that I went into expecting it to be a sort of textbook and realized it was more memoir and cultural commentary, if that makes sense. So it wasn't perfect for what I wanted from it, but for what it is, I can't find many books like it at all, and I think it's such an interestingly framed discussion. Conversations about media representation and its impacts happen all the time, but often those conversations leave out the media that is at the core of our culture that we don't even think about anymore because it is that natural to everybody, and the media that we give to children. Those with growing minds trying to make sense of the world and how that impacts them as a population more than anybody else, and how that impacts us as adults. Highly recommend giving this one a read. The audiobook is also really great, but just be warned that this is one of those books that like makes your brain a little fuzzy as you try to process it for a little bit because of how much it makes you rethink existence.